To be completely honest, I was kind of surprised too. I've been working on a film for the last year and a half that I directed called The Birthday Cake, and we're in post-production now. And just like that LOLAWOLF record, I have a dozen unreleased projects, laying around, and collaborations with different people. And the production experience with LOLAWOLF is kind of crazy. Like, the songs are changing all the time. Like, I'll listen to it, then I'll mute all the music and I'll write a whole new song over the back of it. Then I'll mute the vocals and I'll write a whole new song over the new instrumental. It's just nonstop. We collaborated with so many talented people, man. Oh my God. Like, I remember we were in New York in the studio, and then his name is slipping my mind right now, but the keyboard player from the Roots came by, and he just plugged in, he sat down, and he just kind of played some stuff. It ended up on the record, I didn't even know it was gonna end up on the record, just this amazing producer. Dude, we did, there's so many tracks that didn't make it on the record. We did a track with Kid Cudi. We did that producer who does more, what does he do? Younger, he does Taylor Swift and stuff, Jack Antonoff. We did a track with him, didn't make the record. We did a track with Slim Jimmy from Ray Sremmurd. Sometimes when there's a lot of people involved, when the collaboration gets big, you kind of have to step away and trust the other people to do what you hired them to do, or what, not even hired sometimes, what you asked them to do, So right. It's like sometimes that's a part of the experience. Other records, for example, if it was a different record that I had a different idea on, I wouldn't let anybody touch it. LOLAWOLF record, I'm like, go ahead, go crazy, because all the songs, the production, it's all me, you know what I mean? And then Zoe's just, threaded, and it's just Zoe and I do the whole thing, and then so many people are involved. But that was kind of the idea behind how that record ultimately wound up, and I was okay with that, because that was something that I wanted to try ultimately. With LOLAWOLF, it gets pretty wild, especially for me, I was working so hard on that record for a long time, and she was, doing that same thing that I was doing, working hard on the record, but she was doing it with 5 different things, and she was gonna get married and all that stuff, which she did, and it gets there's a lot in that world. Someone like that, she's like a big movie star at this point, you know what I mean? So I'm not, and not even close, and I have no desire to be, my thing is to focus on what I do and to work. And then if you want to do it and you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to, come through and you believe in it and you have something to say and all that, then it's all good. But with records and stuff, you sign contracts and stuff, and you gotta release stuff, and it's not really up to you when you release it, and that stuff gets a little overwhelming. The record, I listened to the whole record for the first time when it dropped. I got a text message from Morton, and he goes, "Hey, the record's out." I'm like, and I knew he said it was gonna maybe come out, and I clicked on it, and I just drove around. I was here in LA, and I drove around in my girlfriend's car, and I listened to it, and I listened to all the songs and how they went into each other, and kind of remembering a lot of it. And I'm like, man, they did a great job. I think it sounds cool. I think that this is a full meal, even though there's 7 tracks, it feels like a full meal, and there's a lot of things being said in there, and a lot of artistry and sonic scapes. I think it ended up being good. Everyone who participated, I give them a round of applause,